Hi, this is Jesse with Digital LunchBox. Today what we're going to talk about is actually building the 3D character. And the basic phases are, we had to start with some sketches, then we went into the 3D world and started modeling it. He's got the four wheels, a basic suspension underneath him, and then the body of the character. Once we had the model complete, then we had to go in and actually assign paints to it. Textures, if you will. And we've got this pinstriping on it, so we do have some low-level texturing, if you will. Once he's basically got his paints on him and he's all modeled and he's ready to go, then that's when that rigging process comes in. Each character has its own separate rig, especially a character like this. It's not a traditional humanoid with 2 legs and 2 arms. It's a car, it's a talking car, and so he's got all these intricate little details to control the face. This particular rigging setup took quite a while, probably about 3 days of going in and setting it up, and there was probably an extra day of just figuring out how to actually go about rigging him. All of these little bone structures that we have popping up, here's another bone structure, all of these things control individual parts of the actual finished product. This is actually the main bone structure that drives the body of the trolley, given the ability to twist and bend, kind of like a snake. Now if we start looking, we have all these green boxes here. They all do different things, but they are all controls, especially from here on up, it's all controls to control the face. If I go ahead and pull this guy way up, and I go over here and hide that, and then show you the actual animated character, you can start to see how some of these things are having an impact on him. A lot of these bones that we see here are used not only just for facial expressions, but if we look down real close through here for voice and giving him the ability to talk. I've actually set it up like for the letter A and the E, I, so like at 100%, that's what I had to basically model. Take him, make a copy of him, and be able to have his mouth open and have it look like he's saying the letter A. And in some of these poses, the mouth wasn't the only thing. We had to involve like the teeth, had to move a little with the jaw. Other ones needed to involve the tongue. You can kind of see it going on in there a little bit.
If shopping is what you're looking for, you've come to just the right place. Shopping in historic downtown Branson is an experience like no other.
And then once we get that done, then we start basic process of rendering it. And on this particular character, we rendered it in an HD format. And it took about 2 minutes per frame to render, and there was 24 frames per second. And I think we had almost a minute to a minute and a half of actual animation. So it was a pretty lengthy process to go ahead out and get this to where he can actually talk and see him on the screen.
There's so much to see and do, and with such a variety of attractions, it's hard to know where to begin.
Once that's all done, then we've got a finished and completed piece that we'll be showing you on the screen.